Welcome back to Circle Club Entertainment for yet another Diecast review here on the channel. Today we're going to be looking at another exclusive NASCAR Authentics piece. This one's going to be for 2024 Wave 1 once more. Here is AJ Almindinger and his 2023 Action Industries Patriotic car, the number 16 Chevrolet Camaro Z01 for Colleague Racing. So Colleague Racing is back in the NASCAR Authentics line with a properly made EL clear decal diecast, the AJ Almindinger Patriotic car. Man, I'm so excited for this one. I was really disappointed when this one got DMP'd. So when I saw it show up into the NASCAR Authentics line with high quality decals and the high quality mold, I was super ecstatic because I really have always wanted this car. And here it is in the new review studio for 2024. Here's the back of the box right here. There's everything else you can get in the way if you want any of those. Without further ado, let's waste no time and jump straight into the action. Let's get this diecast out of the box. Here it is, folks. Brand new, out of the box. And I gotta say, man, this is a really beautiful looking car. And what I really like about it is that the red on it, it's not like a normal red color. It's actually like a darker, more elegant looking shade of red. And it kind of fits Colleague Racing's like theme and their image of everything. Just very elegant and just unique and stands out big time. Just beautiful. And it looks really nice with the blue and yellow and a bit of the like yellow orange to the logo and of course the yellow roof number. This is a really beautiful exclusive right here. One of my favorites for sure. AJ Almindinger diecast. How cool is that? That's awesome if you ask me. He's got number 16 right there. The red number 16 with the black outline to it looks like. Could be the dark blue, but it's just kind of hard to see in small, but it looks black to me. The outline of it, you have Colleague Racing, you have the Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, which will be the same for 2024. You have Action Industries on the hood right there with the ZL1, the hood vents. And here's the really cool part. Every part for every door. So this must be like a door construction, like for houses, you need a new door and you put it on there. That's what that company looks to be. It's like furniture, like doors and things like that. Maybe other kinds of stuff. They are called Action Industries after all. So you never know what you could see. And you can never pick a more action-ready driver than AJ Almindinger. That's definitely for sure. So the sponsor suits him pretty well. You have Sunoco, Goodyear, the 75th anniversary logo for NASCAR. NASCAR salutes. The yellow Goodyears with the dark gray rims. You're going to have the number 16 right there. It looks like the outline on it, we'll get to later, leans a little bit more towards black, but I could see how close it could be to the dark blue, which we will get to that. We'll discover that more later. AJ Almindinger and his cool looking name font. You have Colleague, Chevrolet, Celsius. And wow, we got Celsius on a car with no base. That's pretty cool. Is that Lucas Oil down there? Or is that another sponsor? I can't read it. Is that Hyper Ice? And then another blue sponsor? Man, I can't not read those very well. Oh, well, you have AG1, Hyper Ice, Colleague Companies, Ellsworth. Then you have Nutrien, Agriculture Solutions. That's a really big partner with Colleague Racing, and so is Ellsworth and all these. You have Action Industries, very nicely placed sponsorship with the new number placement. I got to give it to them. And Action also has a new logo. I believe they updated their logo and have a whole different paint scheme and everything like that. You have Leaf Filter. That's another big partner there. Holy cow. We actually bumped into a Leaf Filter representative at Lowe's, so that's pretty awesome. You have BTS tire and wheel distributors. I kind of remember this as a paint scheme, the BTS. Remember a car like that at some point? Maybe there was, maybe there wasn't. I just tend to remember it. You have Chevrolet Action Industries. You have 16 ZL1 and Camaro. Looks a little bit like rounded off right there. It's kind of the way that decal came onto there. You have Action Industries. And then on the roof, action-ind.com with the number 16 on the top. What a bunch of tongue twisters. There are so many sponsors on this car. Just so many sponsors with Colleague Racing. So pretty cool to see how much funding they have. It's definitely a refreshing thing to see. Sponsors are really hard to come by in NASCAR. So, for the paint scheme itself, we're going to start with the numbers here first. You're going to have the white shadow, the black outline, and the yellow number fill-in on the roof, which is typical for College Racing to have that color scheme for their number on the roof. Now we're going to discover a little bit here. Is that a black or a dark blue? And if I'm looking at it like towards the bottom here, if I can zoom in, the outline kind of does match the color of the blue, so I'm going to venture to guess that that is the dark blue that they're using for that outline on the ones in the door, and of course the back and the front. That's the style 16, the color scheme they're using. And the 16, I don't know if it's a bit small, but it doesn't seem to be a bad size on the door. Maybe for some people it'd be too small. You're going to have the black spoiler, the black roof rails, and the black splitter, just in case I forgot to do that for the Chris Buescher one. You're going to have the front right here, which is going to have the hood. Wow, a lot of areas are covered up in decal, so we're going to have to go over all of it. You're going to have the front corners. You're going to have the red the red stripes, where the flag is starting to wave. And you can see how it kind of waves a little bit right there. It's a little wavy on the front corners. Pretty cool to give it that wavy effect. And it's going to swoop over the 16 right there. Appears to be 3 red stripes and 2 white ones in between. And it kind of gets narrower and narrower towards the end. So that's going to be the first detail of it. And then you're going to have a really, really cool, kind of like a wipey. It looks like a wiped effect for the blue parts. The blue with the white stars. And another bit of the waviness of the flag on the side. It looks to be like 3 stripes again. It's just going to swoop towards the quarter panel and get thinner and thinner. It's a good size because they left just enough room for the Action Industries to be right over it. It's like that it's not just, they're not clashing together. So good design choice there. Gonna have the Biofuel logo right there. On the rear quarter window pillars, you're gonna have the dark red with a thin blue outline that gets thicker and thicker. Of course, the red is gonna highlight the leaf filter part of the logo right there. Kind of how Hamlin's car has like all this white here for FedEx. Giant black spoiler, plain white in the back, plain white in the deck lid, and of course that beautiful red, dark red, brick red color. The brick red color on the top of it looks really good. And I love how that's like the main shade of red they use, even for the number fill-in on the 16. Just beautiful. I really, really like this car. It's just fantastic looking. And of course, the hood, you're going to have the 3 stripes getting wider, and then it starts to get more and more narrow. And then, of course, you have the little stars and stripes, or mainly just the blue with the stars underneath the stripes you already have up here. And then, of course, you have 3 stars right there. You have 2 small stars and a bigger one in the middle. And I don't know if I'm going insane, but the white looks to have a bit of sparkle to it. I could really... No, I don't think I'm wrong. Because I'm looking at this, especially on the hood. They got some sparkle to it. I don't know, it's more easier to notice if you're looking at it in person, whether it has a sparkle or not, but I'm pretty sure it does. I'm seeing like little speckles to it. Let me look towards the back right here. It's kind of hard to notice over the hips of the car. Got some like dirtied up decals. You can tell where the decal paper was. To me, it does look like it has sparkle to it. So they must have spray painted this thing with like a sparkly white paint. And then put all the decals on. That's not bad, because I think it makes it look even better like that. Really, really nice. And of course, the blue Goodyear fenders match. I mean, the blue Goodyear fenders look to be a different shade of blue. I know the wheels themselves are yellow. They can't put blue on that. But like over the fenders, it's slightly different shade of blue. But yeah, really, really nice. I love this one. Just the main thing that I really like about this Action Industries paint scheme, this Patriotic one, is the red that they chose. Instead of just going with like a generic red, they actually got a red that matches their company logo, and it actually stands out compared to the others that are just using a normal generic shade of red. Gives it an elegant feel. When I look at this, it just gives me like an elegant vibe. I don't know what it is. It's just like a sharp vibe to it. Like, this thing gives off a vibe that I can't really explain as good as I want to. That's how beautiful this thing is, man. Holy crap. They did an excellent job with this, and I know you stop motion makers are really going to want an Action Industries diecast in your collection, so here's the opportunity right here, and you're going to get a beautiful car for that. He has a 360 view of it. Really exciting to have another Colleague Racing car, and to have it at this level of quality with the clear graphics and the mold is good, and as far as I know, it rolls pretty good. Oh, man, you guys are going to be eating good in the neighborhood if you get a good example of this diecast right here. Let's get a close-up of this beautiful side design. Oh, man, chef's kiss to this paint scheme. My God, every area of it is covered in something patriotic. And as a person like me who loves these patriotic cars and throwbacks, man, when you knock it out of the park like this, you really got to get it. You got to get it. And if it DMPs and gets in the Authentics line, you better go down to that Authentics. You better go to Walmart. You better go to Target, which barely have them. Better yet, you better go to the Lionel Racing retail store and get this while it's still on the shelves. I'm pretty sure it's gone as we speak. But man, just an amazing patriotic car. I love it so much. This is definitely going to be man, there's just so many cars I could pick to be favorites, because there's so many of these that I could say, man, this is the best exclusive we've gotten yet. And of course, you're going to have some of the exhaust details as well, and you have the little vent there in the exhaust. And another thing I like about it, the paint scheme goes all the way down to the side skirts, so you could see like the entire pattern to it. Oh man, that just makes it even better. Holy cow, guys, what a beautiful car. A lot of good-looking cars recently have come through here, the studio, the exclusives. So that's going to be AJ Allmendinger and his 2023 Action Industries Patriotic Coca-Cola 600 paint scheme for AJ Allmendinger. Wonderful car. Wonderful car. I could not recommend it more, and I usually don't rate these diecasts, but this one, man, 10 out of 10. This is an amazing car. This is just a beautiful, beautiful looking car. And I promise you I'm not being biased, although I probably technically am because of these patriotic cars. So, thank you all for checking out this diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next diecast review here on the channel. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecast.